Hello, hello, wonderful yogis. I thought I would jump on quickly because it's been a while since I've done a Facebook Live in here. And I was just over in a friends group sharing some fabulous information about a tennis ball of all things. And I wanted to make sure you got the information too. So tennis ball, what's the magic with it? Well, if you use a tennis ball with your feet, you'll find amazing things happen and open up. And if you've been like me with cold winter months, I've been covering up my feet in many layers, whether it's woolen socks or fuzzy socks or slippers or boots. And my feet have just been cocooned for the last few months, and warm weather is coming. And with this warm weather, getting outside and just walking barefoot or even wearing sandals, it's a whole new world. And it's like my feet just aren't quite ready for the experience. So using a tennis ball, you can get your feet ready for those wonderful sandals. But also, an even more important piece of it is the story our feet tell us. Now, some of you might be familiar with reflexology and the story that's mapped out on the soles of your feet. And if you're not familiar with reflexology, just kind of in a nutshell, it's a way to work with the soles of your feet and learn what's going on with your body. So some people might consider it like a wonderful foot rub or massage, but the people who do this work, they can tell a lot of things just by working with the soles of your feet. And most surprising to me was one time when my sister-in-law and I went for an appointment and we were seated side by side. And she was early on in her pregnancy and hadn't told anybody except for family. And there we are, seated in the chairs, and the lady was working on her feet. And all of a sudden, in big surprise, she looks up and she said to my sister-in-law, "Oh, you're pregnant." And my sister-in-law was just like, "How did you know?" Because she wasn't showing, she hadn't told anybody except for us. And the woman could tell all of it just by working on the soles of her feet. So whether it's digestive issues, headaches, nausea, insomnia, you can tell a lot by the soles of your feet. Now, for most of us who don't know how to read our feet, just working with a tennis ball is a nice way to alleviate some of the things that might be a little off and give ourselves a massage on our own. So you're going to grab a tennis ball or anything else that works for you like this. Maybe you have a bouncy ball or maybe a golf ball at home. Some people have used that. Now that's hardcore. And here's what we'll do. We're going to stand, and I want you to imagine the sole of your foot. And the sole of your foot as if it had 3 lines, right? So you have the inner edge from the mound of the big toe to inner heel. You have that middle line coming down the center, and then the outer line from mound of the pinky toe to outer heel. And we're going to work the ball like that in our foot. So coming back to your space, you'll place the ball down, and hopefully you can see my feet from this angle. You're going to just work the mound of the right big toe down and squish that ball. And then you can go along the inner line of that right foot and just squish. And notice, if you want to roll the ball back and forth, that's okay. Notice if there's a tender or a tight spot. If something's just really aching and yelling at you, then stay there for an extra moment. Good. And then you're going to go down the center line. So mound of the center of the foot, let's say, and press along the inner line. I like to just squish the ball a little, and when I find a tender spot, I'll roll and come right in front of the heel. So awareness in the feet, a sensitivity in the feet is very important. And we lose that when our feet are in shoes all the time, stuffed in boots and socks. And we'll do the outer edge of the foot. And when we lose that awareness in our feet, it becomes much harder to balance. We become less able to handle changes in the terrain. So if there's like a lip in the sidewalk or it's elevated, we're more likely to trip over it because we get into a shuffle walking mode where we just slide those feet rather than pick them up. Good. Just do a little more rolling on that right foot, going back to any tender spots. And now for the fun part where the ball might get a little cheeky and try to run away. You're going to wrap your big toe, second toe and third toe around the ball and get a nice toe stretch. Hello, sandals. And then 4th and 5th toe, if it runs away, that's okay, just bring it back. And then for a moment, stand in mountain pose. And as you stand in mountain, feel the difference. The sole of the right foot compared to the left. Does it feel the right foot a little more broad, spacious? Notice the right thigh versus the left. Does the right thigh feel a little more settled back? right side of the hip a little more spacious, even up to the side of the neck and the shoulder. Sometimes you can feel a difference all the way. Good. And we'll switch sides. Mound to the left big toe presses. Good. So simply doing this can bring a lot of energy into your step, a lot of awareness, and simply just that feeling of releasing the stress that you didn't even know you were hiding. You can get rid of the stress in the neck and the shoulders through this to a certain degree. And you can do this underneath your desk if you're seated. Slide your shoes off. And just working with any of the tight and tender spots on the foot. And just kind of going a little faster on this side. You can take it as slow as you want. Good. Let's wrap the toes around the ball. A little toe stretch. And then the fourth and fifth toe. Good. And then we have our mountain pose. And that's it. The tennis ball, the magic of the tennis ball, is just a way to play, to be a little silly, to bring something lighthearted into your everyday. I hope you have a wonderful spring. Grab the tennis ball, give it a go. Let me know what you feel and what you experience. Happy, happy days, and lots of love to you. Bye.